Make every outdoor adventure sound superior with the MB Quart Jeep Wrangler and Gladiator tuned 4-speaker system upgrade. The MB Quart system is an 800-watt Stage 4 audio upgrade specifically designed for Jeep Wrangler JL and Gladiator JT models. This 4-speaker system features two 3.5-inch coaxial speakers and two 6.5-inch mid-bass drivers, which is powered by a 400-watt Class D amplifier. The setup uses the OEM source unit for easy integration and includes a custom mounting plate and harness for plug-and-play installation. This system is ideal for Jeep owners looking to enhance their audio experience with robust sound quality. MB Quart also has 3 options for adding rear speakers to a brand new Stage 4 audio system. 2018 to 2023 model year Wranglers and 2020 to 2023 model year Gladiators can choose between the JC1169 SB 6x9-inch rear coaxial speaker kit or one of our 4 rear overhead soundbars, such as the MBQJ-40 8CRGB, which takes the system to the next level. For 2024 plus model year Wranglers and Gladiators, the JC2169 6x9-inch rear coaxial speaker upgrade kit to our soon-to-be-released 2024 plus rear overhead soundbar is available. For more info on those optional additions, visit mbquart.com. Now let's get into it. Here's a list of tools needed for your installation. Disconnect the negative battery terminal with a 10mm socket. Using a trim tool, remove the 2 rubber mats at the top of the dash. Then, remove the 4 7mm screws underneath, 2 on each side. With those removed, gently pry the piece out of place and set aside for now. Remove 2 more 7mm screws underneath. Then gently pry off the top part of the dash and place it off to the side. Next, remove the 5 7mm screws holding in the monitor portion of the dash. Once removed, gently pry off the monitor portion of the dash. Then flip it over and disconnect the 2 connectors and place it aside for now. On the passenger side of the vehicle, use a trim tool to pry off the backing of the grab bar. Under the piece you just removed, you'll have to remove 3 7mm screws. Next, remove the side panel using a trim tool. Remove 4 more 7mm screws, 2 up top and 2 down low. Afterwards, use a trim tool to gently pry off the lower portion of the center dash. Once removed, disconnect the 2 connectors and set it aside for now. Remove another 7mm screw here, then 2 8mm screws behind where the grab bar was. Once done, gently pry off the piece and set it aside for now. Remove 3 more 7mm screws on the right side of the glove box. Then, open the glove box and remove it from the vehicle. Once removed, you'll need to remove another 7mm screw on the left-hand side of the glove box. Then 2 more 7mm screws located at the bottom of the glove box. Once removed, pry off the piece surrounding the removed glove box and set it aside. Next, remove 3 7mm screws holding the OEM speaker in place. Once removed, unplug the connector and remove it from the vehicle. Back on the driver's side, remove this trim panel using a trim tool. Remove the piece under the steering wheel by gently pulling on it. Remove 4 7mm screws on the left of the piece you just removed. Down lower, pop out the kick panel using a trim tool. Remove a single 7mm screw. Then, under the steering column, remove 3 more 7mm screws. With those removed, unclip this piece to the left of the steering wheel and remove the 2 7mm screws underneath. Next, remove 4 more 7mm screws on the top left of the dash. With those removed, you can take and disconnect the trim piece with the lights knob from the vehicle. Remove a single 8mm screw just to the left of the steering wheel. With that out, you can pry out this trim piece from the vehicle. Now back on top, use a trim tool to gently pry out the speaker cover. Remove the 2 7mm screws holding the speaker in place. Repeat these steps on the passenger side of the vehicle. Unplug the speaker from the vehicle. Repeat on the driver's side as well. Back on the driver's side, remove the 4 7mm screws to help gain access to the OEM speaker. Next, remove this 8mm bolt, these 2 10mm bolts, and 1 7mm screw. With those removed, you can take out the speaker and unplug the connector. Remove 3 7mm screws off the back of the OEM speaker housing that holds this module. On the passenger side, take your speaker connector and run it over to the driver's side of the vehicle. Then, pull it through on the driver's side up to where the speaker was removed. Back on the passenger side, route the speaker connector up through the glove box cavity to where the new speaker will go. Connect your new MB Quart speaker and place it into position. Reinstall the 3 7mm screws holding the speaker in place. Run the wires coming from the rear of the enclosure up to the top dash location on the passenger side and connect them. Place the new speaker into position and reinstall the two 7mm screws to secure it to the vehicle. Over on the driver's side, run the wires from the new enclosure up to the speaker and set aside for later. Down below, connect the new MB Quart speaker. Reattach this module to the new speaker housing using three 7mm screws. Reinstall two 7mm screws above the speaker. An 8mm bolt. Another 7mm screw. Two 10mm bolt. And another 7mm screw. Back up top, connect the wires to the new speaker and place it into position. Then, reinstall the two 7mm screws into place. Back on the passenger side, remove the kick panel with a trim tool. Next, remove this 10mm bolt. Afterwards, use a trim tool to remove the connector. Next, use a trim tool to free up the lower door panel. Once free, run the speaker wire along and tuck underneath the panel. Remove the four E14 Torx bolts from seat. Then move the seat back. Lift up the vehicle's carpet to gain access to this drain plug and remove it from the vehicle. Over on the bench, cut an X into the plug so we can run a wire through it. Take your power wire and run it through the plug and down below the vehicle. Under the vehicle, zip tie the harness along the OEM wire channel and into the fender area. Next, pass the power wire up the passenger side fender up near the battery. Crimp and fuse the butt connector by the battery. Then remove the 70 maxi fuse and make a connection to the battery using a 10mm socket. Remove the 10mm nut from the positive battery terminal. Place the fuse holder on the positive battery terminal and reinstall the previously removed nut. Then, place the battery cover back into place. Back inside the vehicle, remove this 10mm nut under the passenger side front seat. Take the black round wire and place it here. Then, reinstall the previously removed nut. Remove the four 7mm screws holding in the radio module. And flip it over to the back. Disconnect the green and blue connectors. Plug in the blue and green Y adapter provided into the connectors you just removed. Then, plug the other ends of the green and blue harness into the slots on the back of the radio module. Next, feed down the connectors into the back of the dash. Then, plug in the RCAs to the corresponding location to the amp probe. Plug in the blue remote turn on wire and run along with the RCAs. Set the dip switches on the AP4 for your vehicle per the PAC audio manual's setup instructions. Then, tuck it back inside the vehicle. Route your RCA cables, and blue remote wire along the center console toward the passenger seat area. Outside the vehicle, we've added an optional third amplifier to the amp plate to power our optional subwoofer. Wrangler owners have two subwoofer options to choose from: either the MBQJ-STG4A-1 302 tailgate-mounted subwoofer enclosure, or if you have the OEM premium audio system, upgrade it with the MBQJ-STG4A-1 subwoofer while using the OEM enclosure. Gladiator owners have the option of the MBQJ-STG4A-1. Now it's time to tune your new amplifiers. Using a flathead screwdriver, rotate the dials on the amplifiers to the specifications listed in your manual. Once done, you're ready to install them. Back inside the vehicle, place them under the passenger side seat of the vehicle. Next, plug in all your connections. Plug in the blue remote turn on wire you just ran with the RCAs. Place the radio module back into place. And reinstall the 4 7mm screws. On the passenger side kick panel area, place the connector back into place and tighten down the previously removed 10mm bolt. Then, place the kick panel back into place. Reinstall the piece surrounding the removed glove box. Reinstall the 2 7mm screws underneath. Now we can reinstall the glove box and snap it back into place. Reinstall the 7mm screw behind the grab bar. Place the back of the grab bar back into position. Reinstall the 2 10mm screws holding in the back of the bar. Plug in the 2 connectors into the start-stop button and the climate controls panel. And place it back into position. Reinstall the 3 7mm screws on the back side of the grab bar. Snap the piece back into position on the back side of the grab bar. Reinstall 4 7mm screws, 2 up top and 2 below. Next, reinstall 3 more 7mm screws as shown here. Reinstall the trim panel. On the driver's side, reinstall the speaker cover to the left of the steering wheel. Just above that, plug in the connector on the lights knob and reinstall. Reinstall 2 7mm screws just to the right of that piece. Snap it into place. Under the steering wheel, reinstall 2 7mm screws. Then 2 more up top. And 2 more a little lower. Next, reinstall 4 7mm screws here. A little lower, reinstall the kick panel. Then above, reinstall the trim piece. After that, reinstall the cover below the steering wheel. Bring over the center dash piece with the touch screen and reconnect the two connectors. Then, press into place. Reinstall 5 7mm screws at the top. Reinstall the two speaker covers up on top. Next, reinstall the front piece of the dash. Press it into place. Reinstall two 7mm screws at the top of the dash. Snap the cover into place. Reinstall four 7mm screws, 2 on each side. Place the two rubber mats back into position. Over on the passenger side, plug in any remaining amplifiers and tuck all wiring out of the way. Reinstall the trim piece by the pillar. Place the seat back into its original position and reinstall the 4 E14 bolts. In the engine bay, reconnect battery with a 10mm. Reinstall the fuse into the fuse holder. Zip tie it down away from any heat or moving components. And with that, your installation is complete. If you'd like to purchase this sound system or any other audio product for your Jeep, visit our website at mbquart.com. Thanks for watching.